Good evening, afternoon, everyone. My name is Alexis. I'm going to speak to you today about why smoking should be banned in public places. Um, just a quick reminder, please ignore all cell phones and everything. Thank you. Smoking is harmful to the nose, harmful to the brain, and dangerous to the lungs. My purpose is to persuade you guys to know the reasons why smoking should be banned in public areas. Um, so to start off, imagine you guys are sitting in a restaurant, enjoying a lovely meal. The breeze, you're outside, you're sitting outdoors because the nice view, scenery outside, and then all of a sudden you have this real strong smell, this sickening smell of cigarettes come your way. And your meal is now ruined because you smell the cigarette smoke and it's all in your polluting your air around you, and you no longer want to eat your meal. Well, this happens to many people because I mean, you're allowed to smoke pretty much anywhere you can. It's a public thing. But smokers don't really care because they're releasing toxins in the air. They don't think it's toxins because it feels good to them. It's their release. And it's hurting you, not only the individuals around them, but the environment as well. Secondhand smoke is the equivalent of you sitting behind a truck and it's spewing out exhaust fumes. That's just how bad it is. And in either cases, the person that is behind or beside are the ones suffering. The central idea here is to understand that secondhand smoke is dangerous to humans and must be banned in public places. Smoking leads to secondhand smoke, which can put people at risk for a number of diseases, cause children to have disorders, and affect families worldwide. Okay, that's it. No. Whether a person is a smoker or a non-smoker, it is a problem that affects everyone because smokers know people that they love are non-smokers. I'm a similar situation. I'm a similar case if for secondhand smoke. I'm an asthmatic. In my family, we only had maybe a few smokers, nothing serious, but to go outside and be an asthmatic every day and have to be around people that do smoke is awful because it flares up your breathing. It affects your allergies if you have them, so it's a constant thing to deal with on an everyday basis. Um, Secondhand smoke is as dangerous as smoking a cigarette is to smokers themselves. How many Americans from die from smoking without even lighting a cigarette? The number is actually 42,000 people that are not even smokers end up dying because they inhale the fumes from a cigarette. Those include 900 infants, and this was a study that was done by researchers at the University of California. People are exposed to secondhand smoke in many places and are not aware that they're actually inhaling something that could possibly affect them in a very detrimental reality. Secondhand smoke contains carcinogenic chemicals. The chemicals that are inhaled from tobacco are carcinogens and they are very toxic to the human body. Smoke causes asthma and respiratory problems for everyone, but children are affected by it more than adults. So as a child, it's more deadly than it is as an adult because as an adult you're able to control the smoke and all of that. According to the American Cancer Society, secondhand smoke alone is responsible for an increase in the number of severity of asthma attacks. So there's more asthma attacks that are occurring because of people being around smoke. About 200,000 to 1 million asthmatic children are affected each year. The fumes from inhaling a cigarette can aggravate The cigarette smoke can aggravate the allergies. Secondhand smoke is responsible for problems in non-smokers such as coughing, chest congestion, discomfort, and reduced lung functioning. Now that I've informed you of the dangers of secondhand smoke, I'd like to talk to you about how we can protect protect each other from it. You can save yourself from becoming a part of those statistics by not even smoking at all, or at least stop smoking in public areas. On a large scale, we can introduce smoking shelters. That way, smokers have their own designated area that is in a closed space that is not around individuals who are non-smokers, and this can reduce the effects of secondhand smoke. You can also speak to your government officials and kind of come up with like request of command of like wanting them to, you know, get involved and kind of help out as far as putting restrictions on where people are able to smoke at, and kind of put laws into place where they could get in trouble for even smoking in certain areas where other individuals are involved. Now that we know, also a personal on a personal scale, you can be an activist for your community. It starts with you, because as a chain reaction, if you start within yourself, you're able to like speak to others and inform them of the dangers of smoking and what it does to people who are non-smokers. And that kind of just starts off as a chain reaction, and they tell their friends, and their friends tell their friends, and now people are aware of what can happen when they're around smoking. And to kind of help even non-smokers, actually, once you get them involved, because actually, if you know, statistics shows that smokers are more likely to quit when they're in places that don't allow them to smoke. And now that I've spoken to you about an action plan, I will speak. Let me slow down. One of the visualizations you can see what these plans in effect is, you will walk outside and just feel comfortable being outside and not having to be scared away by the smell of smoke. And now that I've spoken to you about the plans and our solutions for them, I will speak to you about how it feels, which is a visualization. It smells like you're smelling flowers. But I want to end my speech by concluding that secondhand smoke is dangerous for humans because it contains carcinogens, it creates problems for asthmatics, and it aggravates individuals' allergies. I hope with this information I have provided you today, you will be able to consider that smoking should be banned in public areas. Smokers and non-smokers will greatly benefit this implication and put into effect because it will save lives and prevent others from gaining any other diseases and disorders that come with secondhand smoke. Today I have spoken to you why secondhand smoke is dangerous, explain how we can ban smoking and in public places with these ordinances and the benefits from them. As people, we have the freedom of speech, and with this freedom of speech, we are able to speak our minds and stand up for ourselves. And with this voice, we should be able to advocate for non-smoking and be able to say that smoking is dangerous and let others know the effects of it. So I encourage you guys to go out, tell others about the effects of secondhand smoke and how severe it can be for everyone around us, because a better environment for us, and we can live longer and have healthier lives forever. Thank you for your time. Have a great evening.